Juicy Lucy burgers with a twist, guys. We are gonna start by layering our Juicy Lucy patties into these mini cast irons here. I've got a little bed of bacon underneath them, just a couple strips diagonal in a crisscross pattern right underneath these patties, and then we're gonna smash right into them, opening them up, building a little pocket there, a little shallow hole at the bottom that we're gonna stuff. Start off by stuffing it with these layers of cheddar cheese, fresh cheddar. And then we got a little surprise over here. I'm going to be layering these Juicy Lucy's with some mac and cheese. That's right, you heard it right. Homemade mac and cheese here. Just gonna give this a quick stir, and then a big spoonful of that goes straight into the bottoms of these Juicy Lucy's, right on top of the cheddar. It's gonna be extra, extra cheesy. Now we gotta have a top to cover these to keep all of that cheese inside. So I'm gonna start by making just a little smash burger top for these guys. A nice thin smash burger on top is gonna do the job. So we're just gonna smash that out and go straight on to our little cast irons here. Peel your paper off and you should be left with something like this. Then take those ends of bacon and just fold them one over the other, and it is gonna wrap up these perfect little packages for you. It's gonna cook up so beautifully and just give you a great, great little pie-shaped Juicy Lucy burger. I love it. Let's move over to the plancha, give these a flip. We wanna let these cook for just a couple of minutes on each side. We want that bacon to be nice and crispy. We want the outsides of our burger patty to be crispy but super juicy on the inside. Now we're gonna start making some caramelized onions. Gotta have caramelized onions on these burgers. Start off with some chopped yellow onion, some brown sugar, and then a little bit of butter, and it's gonna do all the work for you, bring out the love in those onions. Give these a flip, and those are good to go. So let's make a bun for these Juicy Lucy's. I'm gonna start by dipping my bun in this garlic, olive oil, rosemary butter blend I have, and then just let those toast up till you have this nice golden crispy bun. Layer it with our spicy mayo and then a big handful of pickles. We want that tanginess to balance out the sweetness of the onions. So you gotta have some crunch and tang of the pickles there. Let's start layering this Juicy Lucy and move it on over here. We're gonna slice into this baby and see what we've got in the interior. Give it a cut right down the middle. It is crispy on the outside, but juicy and tender in the middle, stuffed with that macaroni and cheese, all that cheesiness, melty, delicious goodness in every.
It is time for the best burger out there. So you're gonna take your burger buns, make sure everything is buttery. You're gonna push them through the butter. So all I'm doing is putting them on both sides, grabbing some of that butter and then pushing it. And now it is time to toast your buns, which is probably one of the most important steps to creating the best burger out there. Look good, smell good, awesome. All right, so we're just gonna put it on our plate. All right, so follow me with this. Got a mix of cheddar and then also Swiss. I'm gonna put it right on the plancha and do it in a very long line. So now, while it's starting to melt, make a big long line. All right, so that looks great. So now we're gonna set up a little station. So these are our little glasses, and you want them equal apart. And the reason being is that I'm going to take the top of my burger buns, I'm going to measure it out, and place this right on top. So now this fits there, and we're good to go. So now it's time to caramelize the cheese, and now it's time to go on top of our glasses, and we're just going to let it sit. So spacing is very, very important. Fell down, so now take some tongs, and what you're going to do, you're going to crimp the sides. So we're going to form a big rectangle. The exact same thing. Crimp and crimp, and this is going to hold it in place. All right, so now I have my fresh fries out. I'm going to flip this over. Does that not look absolutely amazing? You're going to take your fries, you're just going to dump them in all the way. All right, just going to place it in. Keep it warm. All right, so now it's time to take out the little burgers. So I'm just gonna let those fall. So I'm just gonna kind of spread them out, just like so, a little bit off angle. All right, so follow me over here. I got a bowl. I'm gonna dip it in some olive oil. Now this is the fun part, and you can do this with the kids. You're gonna press it down, and look how cool that is. And then it just comes right off. Always have to season the meat, so we're gonna go salt all the way around. Alright, so now it's time to bring the cheddar into the mix. So we're just going to place on. So now it's time for our wonderful crisp bacon. And of course, I did it in the oven. Now it's just time to continue. And man, does that not look heavenly good. Alright, great. Alright, so now we need to start assembling on our burger bun. So we're going to let all that cheese melt. Place that there. Now it's time to arrive with our big boy. Alright, so you're going to grab same place, lift up, and we're just going to put it right on top. Spread your burger out to make sure everything's sitting. Got to add a little extra step. I love cheese and I love cheese sauce. So I'm going to pour this right over the top. Just let it fall. Alright, and of course, well, it's still going. I'm going to add some pickled jalapenos right on top. And wow, look at everything that you got now for this bacon cheeseburger. And it's just gonna come out and looky. You have everything you want in one bite. How am I gonna do it? I don't know, but might as well try. Wonderful. And for me, gotta have the jalapeno. All right, one out from Chefclub.
We're gonna smash these burgers. Just like that. Use a spatula to unstick that. Get a little salt here. Give these a little flip. Get some of this nice Gouda on there. You get some nice mustard and ketchup on these. We're going to dip this in the hot oil. After about 15-20 seconds, this should be hot enough. We're going to take it and place it, dip it into our beer batter. It's going to start to cook the batter even before we dip it in the oil on the inside. Now with the help of a clean kitchen towel, we're going to simply slide this off just like this. And there you have it. We repeat the process. So we take our beer batter pocket, take this and just stuff it in there. Nice. Place it right here and finish the rest of them. Whoa. Open that up. Put your meat in there. Nice, just like that.